Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is. It's your boy, the Nature Boy. Woo! Back with another video for you guys here today. And today we are doing another power scaling versus video. Today we are doing ZORO against Law. I think this is one that is heavily in demand. This is one that is a controversial topic. A lot of people feel this way about it or feel that way about it. And I think it's split in the community between these two characters, especially right now where we are in the series. So I want to dive into this one, talk about different aspects of each character, their strengths, their weaknesses, and go into detail on how I think they would fare in a one-on-one fight against each other. So first, we're going to break it down with these aspects: strength, speed, endurance, durability, devil fruit, haki, and skill. So starting off with strength. I think with strength, it clearly goes to ZORO because we have seen a lot of great strength feats from ZORO. And this is nothing new in particular. This is from what we've seen from the East Blue all the way up until now in the series, where it is a clear factor that strength is a natural strength for ZORO, where he has always been naturally very strong physically in the series. And he has only gotten stronger as the series went on. And we also see him training and exercising and doing all this to improve his physical strength. Whereas with Law, we tend to see him do incredibly impressive attacks, but it never really requires physical strength as much as it does his devil fruit and his skill and techniques. So strength goes to ZORO. Next we have speed. Speed is an interesting one because if we look at feats, I have to give it to ZORO because ZORO has been much faster with his feats, his speed feats, than Law. ZORO has been able to blitz characters with his speed that Law hasn't, where he was able to blitz practically half the supernova in Wano with his speed feats like Killer, Apu, Hawkins. We see his speed was able to allowed him to damage Kaido significantly. Whereas with Law, here's where it gets tricky, because with Law's teleport, he is obviously technically faster because he can be from point A to point B a lot faster than ZORO can. So, but does this allow him to attack and catch characters off guard as fast as ZORO? I would say no. I think the feats in the series would also agree no. ZORO has been faster with being able to attack characters. However, if we're looking at overall speed, you can say Law. But if we're looking at speed used in a combat style, I would have to say ZORO. So it's a tough one. So because of this, I'm going to give it a tie right down the middle because of the way I just explained it. So speed is a tie between the two characters. Endurance, ZORO, easily, without a doubt. To me, ZORO has the best endurance in this series along with Whitebeard, where as much damage as they take, and as clear as it is that this damage is hurting them, they just keep moving forward. And ZORO is the master of this, where we see with Mihawk, we see with Kuma, we see in Sabaody, even in Arlong Park. We constantly see this. We see him tank a combined Yonko attack, Broken Bones, and move forward, fighting King. He is always pushing beyond his limits. He takes damage as easily as anyone, and we see him suffer from that damage, but it's never going to be enough to put him down. And I think because of this, ZORO takes endurance. Durability, I think, also has to go to ZORO here because we've seen great durability feats from ZORO, but we haven't seen much durability feats from Law. Now, again, it gets interesting when you put Law's devil fruit into play because his devil fruit is so versatile. It allows him to do many different things. But I have never seen any fantastic durability feats from either character, to be honest, not even from ZORO. But I think ZORO's has at least been slightly better than Law's durability feat. So durability would have to go to ZORO as well. Next up, we have devil fruit, and this goes to Law easily. Even if ZORO had a devil fruit, I think Law is amongst the absolute best of the best devil fruit users in the series. I think he has the best devil fruit in the series. So Law takes this one. No need to discuss it any further. Haki, I think, goes to ZORO. ZORO's a confirmed Conqueror's Haki user. ZORO's a confirmed advanced Conqueror's Haki user. And it is debatable whether or not he has advanced armament Haki, where some people would say he used Ryo on the rooftop with Kaido to damage him. Some people say it was advanced Conqueror's Haki. It's debatable. Some of his attacks seems like he used emission, but it has not been confirmed. However, with Law, we have only seen basic observation Haki, basic armament Haki. We have not seen any advanced forms of Haki, and we have not seen Conqueror's Haki at all. So regardless, ZORO would take Haki. Next up is skill. I think skill is a really close one, really tough one here because both characters are extremely skilled. Law, extremely skilled with his devil fruit, probably the most versatile devil fruit in the series. On top of that, he has his swordsmanship skills. He can teleport, he can electrocute you, he can cut you, all kinds of different things, all kinds of variety. ZORO, fantastic skill, one of the most skilled swordsmen, the second most skilled swordsman in the series in my humble opinion after Mihawk. I don't consider Shanks a swordsman, nor a skilled swordsman at the very least. We see him using many different skills with his swordsmanship as well. He's also very fast, he's very durable, he has fantastic endurance. And ZORO is a fighter, at the very definition of a fighter. He was born to do this. That's why he doesn't need a devil fruit. It's what he does. He's trained his whole life for combat. His role in the Straw Hat crew is a combatant. He is that guy. And although I think skill is very close, I do have to give the edge of skill to ZORO, because I think ZORO's direct goal involves skill, and he wants to be the most skilled in swordsmanship, which also plays a role in being the most skilled overall. And because of this, I think with his Haki as well, he is just more skilled than Law, at least in my opinion. So skill goes to ZORO. So now breaking down these, let's go into the actual matchup, because when I broke down the aspects, it seems like ZORO would dominate here, but I think if we actually saw a one-on-one, it might be a little bit different. So how do I see the actual fight going? I do honestly think ZORO would not dominate, but ZORO would most certainly be in charge in the beginning, being physically stronger, being able to get those fast attacks in, his fantastic swordsmanship skill, his Haki skill. However, I think when Law is able to use his room in a much improved way, Law is also very smarter, so he will be able to adapt to ZORO perhaps quicker than ZORO can adapt to Law's fighting style. And on top of that, if he uses his awakening, he's going to do significant damage to ZORO. Even if he hits a Puncture Willy or Shock Willy, significant damage to ZORO. However, if I am being truthful here, if I am being 100% honest, I don't think a Puncture Willy is taking down... Sorry, I don't think a Shock Willy is taking down ZORO at all. I'm not even sure if a Puncture Willy is taking down ZORO, because ZORO took a combined Yonko attack. You know, hold on. A Puncture Willy is not taking down ZORO, because ZORO took a combined Yonko attack from Kaido and Big Mom and continued fighting on the roof. So forget about the Mink Medicine. Forget about King. Even on the roof, he went on to fight and scar Kaido. So even if Law were to hit ZORO with his ultimate attack, ZORO being one of the highest endurance characters in the entire series, if he takes that Shock Willy, he's going to be significantly down, significantly damaged. However, I think he can continue. And if ZORO can hit Law within his Advanced Conqueror's Haki, maybe his King of Hell mode, I think it's a wrap for Law. I know it's a wrap for Law if he takes that damage, because King is one of the most durable characters in the series, with durability perhaps equal to some of the Yonko. And ZORO was able to take him down in that hit. And once ZORO mastered his Advanced Conqueror's Haki, it was practically a wrap for King from there. So ZORO's abilities are much more in favor of allowing him to take down Law than Law's are of allowing ZORO. As we all know, it's no secret, Law, even though we're seeing now with Blackbeard, he's doing great things, he is not necessarily a fantastic one-on-one fighter, where his powers and his abilities tend to be more advantageous in supporting roles. Whereas ZORO trains to be the strongest, absolute strongest, on his own, individually, by himself. And with his Advanced Conqueror's Haki coded onto his swords, coded onto Enma and his other great swords, I think makes him one of the most dangerous guys in the series with his attacks. And then his split speed to go along with that, I think it's a wrap for Law. So again, I think ZORO dominates in the beginning. I think Law, once he activates his awakening, is going to get significant damage on ZORO. Perhaps even make it look like he's going to win for a bit. I think even if he hits a Puncture Willy, his ultimate move, this will handicap ZORO for a bit. But ZORO adapts real fast, as we've always seen. And ZORO takes damage and moves on, as we've always seen. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to withstand that attack. He's going to go into King of Hell mode. Perhaps even if he uses Ashura with Advanced Conqueror's Haki, then he kills Law. He absolutely kills Law. So how do I see this fight going? I see ZORO winning this fight. I'm debating between high to extreme diff. It depends. I would say high diff, but if Law is able to use his Devil Fruit Awakening to the maximum, then I would say extreme diff. So somewhere between high and extreme diff, but ZORO wins this fight. That's my opinion. I know a lot of you guys will disagree. A lot of you guys think Law, but I personally don't think Law is as great of a one-on-one fighter as his peers like Kid, ZORO, Yamato, and and all of those guys. So let me know down below what you guys think. Comment down below who you guys think would win and at what difficulty. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button so you get videos like this uploaded to your feed 2 to 3 times a week. Like the video, guys, and until next time, guys, I'll see you soon. Take care.